was not ready to go first because I am not prepared at all.
Well,
Because
you've
my
already
day,
used your skip, so
yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna use my skip because I'm not prepared. I'm just gonna go ahead and power through it because that's the type of person I am.
Resilience.
I don't know. I don't know. All right.
Covers, woo.
So when we like when we did cover songs, like I already had a couple that came to mind that were really interesting, but I found some more when I was looking at that were really surprising. Like I was like, what? The first thing that I want to say though is, of course, you guys know that I love Nickelback so much. They are like my favorite band in the whole world. But there just wasn't a cover that they did that I wanted to put on the list. There just wasn't one.
I almost used one, and I will say their originals are better than their covers because I
Yeah,
even on this topic I tried for you because I wanted to get one once I discovered they did quite a few,
yeah, they did.
but they were not a cover band.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, they're way better at their own music. And one of the songs that I found was looking for a Nickelback cover. I was like, oh, they covered that song, and then bam, found something else. We'll do that one last. The first one is actually going to be cover by. She's not like a known artist. Her name is Ashley Slim Stevenson, and if you look for the video, you have to go to Bo Rhoda's YouTube because she was doing a cover in a subway. And I spent so much time yesterday watching subway covers, just people doing covers in the subway, getting money thrown at them, people pissing on the wall. It was insane. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And her cover, like she does a whole lot of covers. So you can go look at her and see all sorts of different covers. But this raw, just recorded by some guy cover is my favorite. And she did a cover of Landslide.
Yeah.
And the way that she does it is so fast and furious and heart-wrenching. And she puts so much power into that song that you would think if you haven't ever heard Landslide, you wouldn't think that it wasn't her song because she completely made it her own. And you can still hear the subway going, the subway trains going back and forth. You can see people walking back and forth in the background, but there's still a whole crowd that's just like sitting here mesmerized because she is killing it, absolutely killing it. It's beautiful. So that's my number one.
Okay, you might have to send me that so I don't have to spend a lot of time.
Yeah,
hunting for it.
yeah, I was going to. That's why I said all of that stuff, just in case you're gonna go look for it. And I was like, I'll just send it to you because
Yeah,
I had a hard
definitely.
time finding it. I did. And then it just went down a rabbit hole of subway performers. So it's like watching people perform just like on the streets, doing like the street gigs or whatever else. Just brings me back to when I first started playing because that's what I used to do is just busk.
Yeah, I love good busking videos. But
Oh yeah.
Subway has a different griminess to it almost with the echoes and everything.
Oh yeah, there were rats playing the tamarines. It was insane. It was insane. Number two is a cover by a gentleman named Charles Bradley, and he does a cover of Changes,
Yep. Yep.
and I love it. And one thing that I really love about that cover is the interview before it, because the interviewer is saying, you don't seem like somebody who would, really be a Ozzy fan. And he was like, well, I listened to the words and it really hit me because I just lost my mother and it just reminded me of her. And it is such a beautiful cover of that song. And Changes is a beautiful song by itself. And just the way that he does it just puts a different perspective on it. Like you can apply that song to so many different things. So that's my number two.
Yeah, I think Ozzy's version was, kind of heartbreak, love, lost love. But like I said, I've seen that video. I've watched it 1,000 times. I think it made the episode 8 by either me or somebody else. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I know we talked about it. But
Okay.
yeah, I love that song. And then I keep, just finding all these covers. I didn't listen to that one this go round.
Mhm.
Found a lot of it. The playlist started playing him, and beautiful all around.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. So I felt that way too.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 3 is a cover of a sort of a newer song, actually. Uh, if you guys didn't know, I really love Kelly Clarkson. I really do. Like, I love the way that she started off being on a TV show that just kind of makes you do what they want to do, and she fought everybody after she won and did what she wanted to do, and now she has a whole show, which I watch during lunch when I'm eating my ramen noodles, you know. And one day I was minding my own business, eating my ramen noodles, you know, on my couch on my lunch break. And Kelly Clarkson did this to me. I don't know why she decided she wanted me to make me cry in my noodles, but she did a cover of Beautiful Things. And that song's already a lot. Like, that song is already a lot. But Kelly's range and power took me there. It took me there. I put my noodles down. I got my tissues. I was like, girl, yes.
It
And
was.
she's, Mhm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, she's already a beautiful singer, beautiful person, wonderful personality. But that cover of that song on her show, she killed it. And I want to hear it all the time, every day.
There was she did a cover of a Reba song, and I think Reba, I can't think of it. I won't say it just in case it's on your list or coach's list. You know, I'm not. But it's a good song. It's a grab you and tear jerker.
Oh yeah, yeah. Reba has some beautiful music. And she used to be like my ex-boyfriend's babysitter. Strange fun fact. It's a
Reba
fun fact.
McEntire.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
She's from. I don't know if she's from here, but she was here at some point, according to
Huh.
his mama. She could have lied. I
I'm
never. I
gonna
never
call.
asked.
I'm gonna call baloney on this, but you know,
I don't
maybe
think. I don't
maybe
think.
his mama's his mama's babysitter. I don't know. I mean, Reba ain't that old, but she ain't. I mean, she was
I mean,
coming
here's
up.
the
She
thing.
was coming up. She was already huge from pretty young. I think
Yeah,
she.
but she still had a whole life before that. Don't you lie on my ex-boyfriend like that.
I don't believe it. I
Don't
want
you call my
papers. I want
ex-boyfriend a
I
liar.
want documentation. You can't just say Reba was your babysitter and think everybody's gonna buy it.
Where's he at? Where's he at? If you're watching, which you
Snoop
should
Dogg's my
be.
plug.
This is my old high school boyfriend. If you're on here somewhere, you bring a picture or something.
Who?
You've been challenged. You've been challenged.
Been called out.
She was born and raised in Oklahoma.
Okay.
I'm doing some research. You keep going.
Okay, all right. Look for a dude named Smokey.
I'm trying to see if if he's mentioned in her.
I babysitted this kid.
Look for a picture, little blonde-headed, little tiny. Well, he probably was still big around that. He's a big old dude in high school. Anyways, moving on. We ended on good terms. He's still
It's all good. It's all good.
Number 4. All right, I'm gonna make these two fight. Which one am I gonna pick? I'm gonna go ahead and go with Willie Nelson, because I saw him when he was here at the River Festival, and he sung an Eddie Vedder cover called "Just Breathe," and that was one of the most. I didn't expect him to do a cover by Eddie Vedder. Like, that just wasn't something that I was expecting at that show. But his version of it was still so beautiful, and it Just Breathe is really just kind of talking about how, you know, you just live your life and just breathe through the madness. And it was from the one movie about that guy at the bus, the people who worship in the bus and going down, what is it called, Into the Wild. There it is. It was like one of the title songs of that movie, and every time I hear that song, I think of that movie. But when Willie was singing it, it was amazing. It was absolutely beautiful. So I put that on there because that's definitely one of my favorite covers.
Well, I didn't know that was a cover. It made my list, 2 or 3 weeks ago for maybe a month ago. The Willie version with him and his son.
No, it's just Willie. Well, the video has him and his son in it, but when I saw it, it's just him on stage singing it.
Yeah, I think the recorded version has him and his son. I mean, if you've seen it on stage, it may not have been his son, but yeah, that's a good song. Damn good song.
Yeah, just in there.
I didn't know it was Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, it was an Eddie Vedder cover. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that now too.
Right,
maybe I'll put the originals. This will be a twofer playlist. I'll put the original versions and the cover versions. How about that?
Ooh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. All right, and then my last one is the one that I found looking for the Nickelback cover. Oh my God, my cat just walked into my room and my door swung open and I almost died. You were scary. Quit being so scary. I'm on a podcast with millions of people.
Feed me, Mom.
Just no respect. I get no respect. Number 5. It's going to be Dave Mathews Band, Sweet Emotion. They did an Aerosmith cover. Okay. And I was like, you know, what? And Dave Mathews Band can play anything. So they're a big band. They're already a dynamic band. They can play anything. So I don't know why I doubted them, but I did. I really did. I was like, how in the world is this going to sound? And I'll tell you what, it sounds fucking incredible. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And when Sweet Emotion to me didn't seem like it needed horns, but there are horns in it. And it just makes it even more sane. And Dave Mathews is like the king of harmonies. Out of all of the bands that I really hear harmonies with, Dave Mathews harmonies are some of the best harmonies. And they just, when they hit that sweet, and then the horn is going with them, it's just,
Yeah. I don't think I've heard his version of that. I mean, if I did, I can't remember it.
And the reason why I was looking for it was because Nickelback has a cover of Sweet Emotion. And that's the one I was looking for. I couldn't find them, but I found Dave Mathews. And so, they won. And that's it.
Good list.
Good list. Janice says, awesome.
Sweet